If you ever buy one of those English coffee table garden books with rose gardens illustrated, you'll always sort of see this lovely mauve blue plant at the front of it. It's a catmint. And this is the particular catmint which they use. It's called Nepeta, Six Hills Giant. It's named after the nursery, Six Hills Nursery, of the Elliot family. There was 2 or 3 generations of Elliots, and it was a seedling that came up in the nursery. And it's by far, to my mind, the best of all the catmints. There are others like Walker's Blue or Walker's Low is its correct name, but it's more heavy in its effect. It's not this ethereal, pale, bluey mauve, it's darker. And then there are others that are smaller growing, but this one is really handsome in its own right. Now we use it in this garden in front of this wall for 2 reasons. The wall sort of wanders around, it's not a straight wall, you can see it comes in at all sorts of odd angles, and is also underneath this, in the winter, you'll see thousands and thousands of hoop petticoat daffodils from Morocco and the dry hillsides of Spain. Now those daffodils to flower well want no summer water at all. So this catmint is a perfect cover for them. In the summer it flowers from, well, November through until January. We cut it back. It flowers then February, March, April into May, when we cut it back again because the daffodils are coming up. And this has grown right throughout the drought years with not one skerrick of water, not one drop of extra irrigation. And it has flowered like this every year. This is one of the best plants, as the English have found out, to grow with roses, because it flowers with the roses, and this colour is such a beautiful foil for all roses. It doesn't matter whether it's white, red, yellow, pink, it complements them all. So it's got a use that very few other plants have got in the garden. This is another catmint. It's a species wild in Turkey and surrounding countries called Nepeta racemosa. Now its beauty of it is its stiffness. The beauty of Six Hills Giant and others like it is that they're rather lax and they work very well in front of roses and plants like that. But this is very stiff, very upright, holds itself well, doesn't fall open, and it's a really good standalone plant in the garden. And like Six Hills Giant, once the first flush of flowers is finished, we'll cut it back to the ground and get a second flush in the late summer and the autumn. We grow this catmint next to a Balotta that comes from Crete. It's a dwarf form and a very tidy form of Balotta pseudodictamnus. Now Balotta pseudodictamnus itself, the ordinary species grown, is well, it's hard to maintain. It can be quite scruffy because as it grows in the spring and it starts to flower, it tends to open out and leave the centre sort of naked. This Balotta, this form, Balotta pseudodictamnus nana, is much neater. Has lovely, lovely grey, round grey leaf cupping the flower stems. The flowers are not that great, they're sort of pinkish. We don't cut it to the ground when it's finished flowering. We just go over with hedge shears and make it round and cut back into the growth where just before it sends up the flower buds, flower shoots. So we just cut it round, make a rounded bush of it. These are a bit close together. I like to see them as individual plants. So you need about, even for this dwarf form, you need about 1.2 metres of space for it. The combination of the silver and this lovely sort of mauve blue is quite good, I think. I like it anyway.